Loki had a crazy question pop in my head. When people lose someone that they love, or someone in general, when people try to comfort them, they often say they're in a better place. I started thinking, is it cruel to tell people that their loved ones are in a quote unquote better place? When somebody says that, it's not usually about the theology of it. It's about trying to like make a little bit trying to bring a bit of order to the chaos that is their life right now. And truth be told, like 9 times out of 10, when people say that, it's because they don't know what to say, which is valid, not gonna lie. A nigga died. What do you want me to say? I think people often say it to reduce like the pain that that person feels. As I said, trying to comfort them, and also to like try to make death feel less unfair, if that makes sense. But the thing is, it can be kind of cruel to say that to somebody, although you have good intentions. Like I said in my last video, what makes something good or bad depends on how the person takes it. You know, all that can do is dismiss the loss of the person. If they're in a quote unquote better place, are you saying that here was shit? What about the person who's still here crying about the person that died? I could feel like you just like trying to brush off the loss of the person, and like it's doing that instead of being acknowledged. It kind of skips the grief. Like grief isn't a problem to solve per se. It's something that you gotta let happen and pass over you. But just saying they're in a better place, jump straight to consolation without even like remembering the person first. You know what I mean? It imposes meaning. Like, not everyone believes in the afterlife, and not everyone finds comfort in the afterlife. Some people don't even want to think about that shit. But when you say it, you're placing like your belief system onto that person who may not share it. You know, man, like, although those are reasons why it can be cruel, it can sometimes not be cruel. As all things do in this world, context matters. So, and feelings matter. So, person to person, the response can change. If the person that is grieving does believe in the afterlife and everything, then it can't be comfort. It can't be comfort for them. They may be like, yeah, they are in heaven right now. If they're Christian or whatever. And if they bring it first, then if they like bring it up that they're moving on, that person is in a better place. If they bring that up first, then that's more of a reason too to say it. It's affirming them. It's grounding them. And if their death was like a prolonged suffering, then the phrase may just feel like relief rather than dismissal. So it's not necessarily about the sentence itself. It's about who says it, when they say it, and why they say it. You know, People gotta read in between the lines. Some situations don't require that to be said, and some do. What people need to do instead of just like saying that one phrase when that happens, all you need to do is just like listen, not gonna lie. Cause like all they're trying to do is vent to you for real, for real. And like saying shit like "I'm so sorry for your loss" or "this is unfair," "I don't know what to say" and shit. Like, don't try to like justify your reasoning for helping. Just let them know that, yeah, I'm seeing what you're going through. And the big idea of it, is it cruel saying it? Nah, not always. But it can be kind of premature and misaligned depending on who it's said to, why, when, where, all of that shit. You know, sometimes the kindest thing you can say isn't a belief. It's just like acknowledging that pain and staying by their side through it.